All right, guys, welcome to the Higher Level Live. Hey, could you grab when you step out, grab me water. Appreciate y'all hopping on. Pardon my voice, it happens. So we're excited, extremely excited, because we have officially launched the FFL National Training Camp. And for those of you that have been around for a while, getting agents started is probably one of the bigger challenges for a lot of folks, just because of the time involved, the steps, and trying to get people to do it similar. Everybody, if the more people we have doing things the same way, the easier it is to duplicate. So when you have a system in place that allows folks to just plug them in, and then you guide them through that process as opposed to winging it, going, hey, start here, do this, do this, do this. It's a class, step by step by step. So if you go to the FFL Agent Hub, which is on fflnational.com. If you're an agent with us, you know where that website is, because you would have gotten the email about that. If you're not an agent with us, you can go to www.fflnational.com, hit the drop down box, go to Agent Hub. Thank you. Start here, and then when you hit start here, the very first, the third box, it'll say new agent checklist, unlicensed new agent checklist, and then the third box will say training camp. It'll also be in your getting started email if you're an agent with us. If you're not an agent with us, feel free to use it. It's no big deal. Our training is free. But this is a step-by-step course that should get you prepared mentally, physically ready to go into the field. And I think that's, as a new agent, I try to think back. It's been 12 years since I was a new agent, but I try to think back and remember what it felt like to be new and not know as much as I'd like to know. And I remember, just going, right? And you're going to make here's what if you can wrap your brain around this. We all make mistakes. We're all going to make mistakes. But you can't get moving. You can't succeed. You can't lose. You can't win if you don't go. So our hope with this is to drive more folks to that action, to just get going. Because I think a lot of people go through the process. They get their license, they get contracted, and then they never start moving because they're frozen. And usually the biggest type of feedback we get is they're frozen because they don't feel like they know enough to get moving. So the training camp for us, we believe, is going to be huge. It's an online course. You have to step by step get through the first step before you go to the second step. It won't let you just advance. And our goal with that is, like I said, was to have, when you finish, to have you feel confident and comfortable in what you know and what you're capable of. And obviously, it's not going to take away from, the phone calls that you have the ability to make. We have our hotline number, which is also in the Agent Hub. You have a new agent mentors. We have those. It's just a tool. We took everything that we thought you would need to go from zero to go as a new agent, put it in order, had some of the best people in the company talking about what they do as far as that topic. And so we're just excited. So that being said, we've done all this to ramp up because we've been working for the last 10 months, 12 months on our recruiting campaigns. And now we think we have everything firing on all cylinders. So if you're looking to build and you're not having much success on your own, reach out to us. We'll help you. But the marketing campaigns we're using are phenomenal. And in tying this and the training camp together, to me, I think is going to be a home run. So we're excited to see where this takes everybody. Because here's what I know. Now, we have staff, right? We've always had staff. Have we always had the right staff? I mean, no. And you grow and you learn and you tweak as you go. I think one of the biggest challenges for a lot of folks is making those adjustments. And we have. So 8 months ago, we had hiring managers. Now, the more I think about this, the more I realize that's almost like having an appointment setter. And if you're a successful insurance agent, I'd imagine 99% of us never had an appointment setter because they just don't work. Why don't they work? Well, that's their job. Their job is to get people on the phone. Their job is to set appointments, but their job also is to have numbers. So they'll set appointments that might not actually be a good appointment to set because they need a number. Whereas if you're setting your appointments, first of all, nobody's going to do it better than you or care about it more than you do because it's yours. Same thing with recruiting. Nobody's going to do it better than you do it. Nobody has the, like if I hire somebody that's not sold life insurance, it's not taught people how to sell life insurance, and not been successful at selling life insurance and teaching people how to sell life insurance, how in the world am I going to get them to talk to other people who don't know anything about this business and get them interested in coming to work with Family First Life? It makes no sense. So we are the best recruiters. Then it boils down to, do I want to go to work? Like, I know we have some people, we're going like, and here's where you can get into, follow the people that are winning. So last month we hired, like we personally, myself, Jamie, 90 direct agents between licensed and unlicensed, 90. But we're doing it all ourselves. The folks that have hiring managers that don't want to make the phone calls because they don't want to make the phone calls are a fraction of that. And I'm going, we're wasting money. First of all, you're wasting money, you're wasting time. So we're going to have to really decide whether or not we want to grind this thing out, work, do what we're supposed to do, reach out to these people ourselves. Because the beautiful thing about it is I know what I'm looking for. When I have an employee recruiting for me, they don't know what I'm looking for. I mean, I can tell them what I'm looking for, but they can't hear. They're not going to hear it the way I'm going to hear it. So I'm able to really qualify better prospects. And it's why we've had such a better return on who's actually getting moving once we bring them in, because I know the characteristics I'm looking for. I know the qualities of the people I'm looking for. I know the attitude of what I'm looking for. And if one of those three things are off, then I just tell them maybe this is not going to be a good fit. Whereas a hiring manager, a recruiting manager, their deal would bring them in because it's purely a numbers game for them. Not saying that they don't care about the company. I'm not saying your staff doesn't care about your success, but it's a numbers game. They need to bring numbers in. That's their job. I don't need numbers. I need quality. So if you're bringing folks in, plug them into the training camp, and then follow up. There's a 30% lead discount code if they complete the training camp within, I think, 5 days. I actually think that should be cut down to 3 days, probably 2 days, but I think for the time being, it's 5 days. So we're just trying to get people to move through this, and we'll tweak it as we go. But to me, it's I went through it a few times. Jamie's went through it tons of times. It's really good. And I think with this piece of this tool we have just put in place, this piece of the puzzle, we're going to be able to get more folks moving quicker, because we're not going to forget anything. Now, some of y'all have a good system in place. If what you're doing is working, that's fine, so be it. But I'd encourage y'all to use this tool, because it's really going to benefit you in the sense of these folks are getting trained by the best. Like we have Ryan Urbanski, we have Ron McCormick, top 2 agents in the company in FFL National. Obviously, Jamie phones, we know how that goes, and everything else she does here. We got Mike. I don't know all the names I'm missing, so I'm not going to start naming names, but guys, this is a massive tool. It's a massive resource. If we utilize it right, we can explode. We're starting to see the momentum move in the right direction because we're using the leads that are available. We're not complaining about not having mailers anymore. We're just moving. And this is part of the puzzle that we were missing, a truly automated system that allows people to move at the pace they want to move at, but doesn't, by the way, automated doesn't mean it removes you. you still have to touch your people. If I hire somebody and I just plug them in and forget about them, the chances of them succeeding are slim and none. So we have to continue to touch them. This is just part of the process that we feel would have been smart to take off the table for a lot of people, because if we can just tell them exactly step by step what they need to go through, and we can eliminate the curiosity or the wonder of what's going on. I don't know where I'm supposed to be, because once they're complete and done, they're ready to rip. They're ready to rip, but it doesn't remove you from the process. So if you guys have any questions about this, give me a call. We're always open to help. We have put all of this stuff in place to help. Our phones are always on. Our contact information is on the Agent Hub again. But I'd encourage you again, we're super excited for the launch of the training camp. It's been in process for a few months now. It's finally live. The recruiting campaigns are rolling. I just encourage you to do the calls yourself instead of pushing it off on somebody else. And if we use these two things in combination with hard work, guys, we will explode. 2023 will be an extremely profitable year for most of you, all of us, if we just do this the right way. So, guys, thanks for hopping on. I appreciate it. Again, if y'all need us, reach out. You know how to get a hold of us. Our information's on the Agent Hub. We're excited. Please share the training camp information. That's what it's there for. The YouTube channel, like, comment, subscribe. We need more followers. We need to touch more people. There are millions of life insurance agents